still not giving me an answer.
I just gave you the answer. Why do women get so defensive when they're called out on
because
something?
You don't want to be honest. You don't want to deal with the truth. You don't want to change.
We just don't want to deal with it.
Exactly. Why? Why is that an issue?
Because we kind of want to do what we want to do, and we don't see. You guys, men complain about things that are just sometimes just why are you upset about it? You do, and I feel
because
like
there's something wrong.
For me,
and the only way to communicate and fix things is to address it.
I don't like to be told
and deal with it and fix it.
I don't like to be told that I'm wrong. I don't like to be told when I'm wrong.
That's established.
I get agitated when I find out that I'm wrong about something. Okay, I get agitated, and that's why I guess I get defensive, because I just want to do what I want to do, and no, it's not always right, but I just want to do what I want to do. And when you call me out, it makes me defensive, because I don't even understand why you would be calling me out. It's not that serious.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the episode of City Boys Raw and Uncut. Today I'm going to be exploring the wonderful world of accountability and the lack thereof. But hold up, guys. Need y'all to like, subscribe, and comment, man. Let's go, baby.
Boo, I didn't know how to tell you, but I got fired today.
Wow, what happened?
Well, first of all, somebody turned my alarm off last night.
Why do you think that?
Because I know I set my alarm, so somebody had to have turned it off.
Do you think you may have forgotten to set it?
Hell no, that's not like me.
Okay.
Then, I was stuck in there for a whole hour. It's not my fault people drive like they audition for a demolition derby.
Bruh.
It's not fair that I get fired after being late just a few times. Besides, everyone else been late before too, and they didn't get fired.
Well, babe, how many times have you been late?
Well, this week, only 4 times.
My life be like. And this is a skit, and I know it's meant to be funny, but that's absolutely accurate. That is absolutely accurate. I don't care what none of y'all say. That is 100% accurate. It ain't never their fault for anything. It's always somebody else's fault. I don't know who turned my alarm clock off. I don't know who did. How about you just take responsibility and be an adult? But that's kryptonite. They don't like that shit. It's always somebody. It's never their fault. Never their fault. Let's continue.
Refuse to accept accountability and would rather cry, walk away, walk out the room, block his number, whatever, because we rather do that than take accountability.
Right.
This is the part men don't understand. Attention is attention.
Okay.
Attention is attention. So whether it's good attention, whether it's bad attention, as long as we are the center of it, it doesn't really matter. All of that emotional spiraling is because it gets us attention.
She said it. We didn't. Let's continue.
Women tend to believe, especially black women, tend to believe that they are the only victims all the time. And they are constantly playing and engaging in these dialogues from a space of victimization. A black woman can almost always count on her positioning herself as the victim in a situation that's addressing it. And she's rarely, not never, but you'll find, just generally speaking, you'll find that she tends to struggle to recognize how she can also be the villain, right? How she can also be the perpetrator, how her engagement creates discommunity or creates conflict in the situation, right? So that's unfortunately, I think, the starting point for a lot of our black women. And I get it. Historically, traditionally, there's Malcolm X saying, black women are the most disrespected group on the planet. But what happens in the reason why these type of conversations are necessary is because black women are not the only double minorities. Black men are also a double minority, even though we tend to not describe it in that way. But you do have some sociologists who agree, and I'm one of them.
And the fact of the matter is that black women, I don't know if they're the most disrespected, but they're definitely the most disrespectful. That's for damn sure. This is not a show to bash black women or anything like that. This is just a show to bring some of these things to light, guys. Let's continue.
So I had to come out here and say this because it seems like nobody else wants to say it, but I'm gonna say it. The reason why women feel that the dating pool has piss in it really isn't because of men, but it's really because of women. I have been saying this for years, and I will continue to say it. Women are very problematic people that do not have accountability for anything. Society has made women believe time and time again that they are the prize. But if you are really the prize, why don't you guys ever act like it? If you know that you're a woman of value, why do you continue to allow yourself to be in situations that do not serve you? Why do you keep circling the same mountain with different men, but they're the problem and you're not? Having a vagina does not rid you of being an accountable person. Like, I don't know how many times I have to say this. I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like men are perfect, that they got it down pat, because baby, nobody does. Neither gender does. But until women are able to take accountability for their actions, take accountability for what they decide to tolerate, they will continue to jump on this clock app and share their baby mama stories, the stories of how they were cheated on by a man that showed them red flags time and time again. Just all these crazy stories that honestly I'm tired of hearing.
And I like that she brings up the fact that the red flags were shown in the beginning, because there was this girl that made a video a few months back that was like basically questioning these women, that there's a whole group on Facebook dedicated to these talking about their deadbeat baby daddies. So she hopped on and she was like, what about these men gave baby father? These dudes be bummed out, living with their moms, sleeping on somebody else's couch, dirty, ain't got no car, ain't got no job, ain't got no money, ain't got nothing, and y'all choose to let them baby mama you. That's the truth, man. And then y'all don't want to take accountability, and you want to talk about how he was such a fucked up person. You gave him kids. You gave up your womb for this man. This is what you gave up your womb for. But you don't want to take accountability for it. You want to blame everybody but yourself. Everybody but yourself. Let's continue.
The thing I will never forgive the internet for is how y'all have bastardized the concept of accountability. Holding someone accountable means that you are asking them to take responsibility for their decisions and the harm that they have caused. It is not sitting online giving your unsolicited opinions towards the way that other people live their lives. And
I'm gonna let this one roll out. I want y'all to really get this, because this one, I watched this clip and it kind of pissed me off a little bit, because essentially what she's trying to say is that don't hold me accountable for decisions that I've made. As a woman, I don't care. Don't quit bashing me in the comments. That's basically what she's saying. Let's continue.
Opinions towards the way that other people live their lives. It is also not piling on somebody for whatever arbitrary offense that the internet chooses on any given week, to the point that they bend under the constant harassment and offer a fake ass apology. By the way, if you ever see me on this app giving one of those performative apologies, I promise it's a hostage situation. I promise. Call the authorities. Then there's this absurd question of who is allowed to hold black women accountable. That question has popped back on my For You page because everybody's dragging that Just a Girl lady who gives those vapid takes on black women in marriage. And every time that question is asked, I'm left wondering what the fuck y'all are holding us collectively accountable for. I know that y'all...
Well, let's see. Lowest married group of women on the planet. Most kids out of wedlock. This one doesn't get talked about a lot, but the statistic of black children that are in the foster care system. I know women will hop on here and be like, well, what about the black men that father those kids? If we look at the statistics of how many black men have children to how many black women have children, we can pretty much decide who's at fault for that one.
All right, so this is a question for the black women. Why is it that when a black woman decides to speak about what we do that may be a problem in black relationships, what we do that's making us look bad, why do the majority of women view that as degrading? View that as pick-me energy? And let me say this. If y'all think that black men already don't respect us, you're making it worse. Because if they see that you can't even look to another woman and take her advice, if you as a woman can't take accountability for your own actions, that's gonna keep making them respect you less. Because you're a woman and you can't take accountability from someone else who is a woman. And it's sad because men can do this. guys can give advice and say some real shit to their homeboys without them really getting offended. But with us, we get offended 24/7 because now that's disrespectful. You're trying to degrade us. What are you talking about? And the sad part is most of y'all are adults.
That's how it is, man. When other women are starting to see that shit, now you know it's becoming an actual problem. Women will love to sit up here and say, oh, a man just finds a problem with anything. He just picks at any and everything. No, no, no. If you guys are actually starting to see the problem, then they're starting to say something. Let's go.
So they think they could just get away with the privilege of not being accountable because of all the structures that are put into place. One thing you guys mentioned before earlier was about Maury. Think about the concept of Maury. This is why so many women today are incapable of understanding the word accountability when they look at the different structures within our society today. The concept of Maury is she can test 6 to 10 men, but she'll never get booed. Ever.
She gets clapped.
She can come out up on stage and never get booed, but they'll boo all 6 of the guys, even if they were never.
And he's right. That's crazy. That's nasty work. Every single show of Murray or Jerry Springer that I've watched, the guy gets booed. The girl that comes on there 10, 15 times will never get booed. Society doesn't hold women accountable. So that's why they don't hold themselves accountable. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, baby.